We had the most amazing week last week. We started our week off at the United Jewish Appeal Walk for Israel on Sunday with over 60,000 in attendance. It was a wonderful time. We had t-shirts on that said in Hebrew, Am Yisrael Chai, and on the back it said, Christians stand with Israel. Needless to say, we had lots of hugs and lots of interaction with all kinds of people. And it was really, really wonderful. I suggest you do this next year. Plan this, bring a church. Our friends at King Street Church in Oshawa had over 70 registered for that, and they brought them down to walk with the Jewish community. They had a worship service the Saturday night before and brought them down. Thank you, David Larmer, for that. Anyway, I want to talk to you about another thing that we did last week. And so on Monday and Tuesday, we hosted the Israel Conference. This is our second Israel Conference. We did one in Ottawa last year, which was really wonderful. And this year was equally amazing. We had members of the Jewish community, B'nai B'rith, Allied Voices for Israel, Honest Reporting. Our keynote speaker was Malcolm Heading, former director of the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem. And my goodness, what he shared was profound and amazing. And we'll be posting those in the coming days, so watch for them. Those are great messages. Make sure you watch those when we release them. They'll be on our YouTube channel, and we'll send them out in an email blast. But it's important that we take a look at something, the elephant in the room. The week before the Israel Conference, the Prime Minister was in Toronto, and he was speaking at Holy Blossom Temple, a synagogue in Midtown Toronto, a very prestigious, large synagogue. And he said something that really caught my attention. And I don't know if you got this, because you had to read, you had to listen to a whole speech. And in his speech, he said something that really was annoying. And anyway, I'll let you determine what you feel about it. But let me just read part of it here. And this is from Rabbi Karomkin, one of our speakers at our event. He is the rabbi of the Bayit, one of the largest synagogues in Thornhill, actually in Toronto, and Canada, actually. A wonderful man. I love interacting with him, and he's so wise. But listen to what he says. Mr. Carney declared, Canada is a secular country, uncommitted to any religious values. Yes, I know. I know you just said, what? He actually said this. Our secularism is open. The state does not side in the matters of belief, and the institutions of public life are not captured by any faith or identity. And this is the concerning part here. It is this secular foundation, he argues, that obliges Canada to tolerate all religions and creeds. He implies that our nation was based on secularism, and that's not true. That's a lie. Our nation was based on Judeo-Christian ethics. That's the foundation. Our foundation, actually in our Constitution, it talks about God having supremacy in our nation. And that's not just any God that it's talking about, or a generic God. It is actually talking about the God of the Bible, the God of the Old Testament and of the New Testament, the God of Christians and Jews. And this is really important. So he says this. He says that, oh no, we were founded on being secular, and that's not true at all. We were founded on this, and we talked about this last week, about Psalm 72, that he will have dominion. And I gave you some pointers on how to pray for the Prime Minister. I thought that's really interesting. He says this stuff and it lines up. And I want you to continue to pray for this, that he would have wisdom and revelation, but mostly that of Ephesians 1:16, that he would have wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him. Because our heart is that the knowledge of the glory of the Lord would cover the earth like the waters cover the sea, would cover Canada like the waters cover the sea. So yes, we are supposed to be praying, and I know you're praying, because I'm talking to the choir here, I'm talking to the prayer people, I'm talking to the guys, you people that are engaging, men and women across the nation. I meet you all the time. We had many come out to see us at the Israel Conference, and we're so grateful that you were there, even people from North Bay. And so it was awesome to see you, but stay praying. But more importantly, When the Prime Minister says, we were founded on secularism, when somebody missed saying something somewhere to him, because you only know what you know. It's either this is a diabolical thing, and I'm hoping it's not, because love hopes all things. I'm hoping that this is not a diabolical trend. I'm hoping this is not words that are coming from China. But I'm actually hoping that he will have a change of heart, and that he would have wisdom and revelation, that he would have wisdom and revelation and knowledge of who God is and who his Son is. So let's continue to pray. But most importantly, I want to say this. Let your light shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let your light shine. You are epistles being read by men and women at your workplace, in your street, at your school, all over. You are being read, and the gospel of Jesus needs to be permeating from us. All the believers, not just Pastor Bob on Sunday, but all of us need to be oozing the life of Jesus. Our lives have to be full. I mean, I don't know how you go through life and not tell people about the goodness of God. So I want to encourage you. Tell people about the goodness of God, because then they will recognize that this foundation that our country was based off. We have a great country. I'm so grateful for our land. I'm grateful to God that He let me be born here. But let's do this. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard in prayer. We stand on guard in proclamation. We stand on guard with the gospel, O Canada, for thee. I'm Chris Byberg, the director of the National House of Prayer, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.